myself with the operations of the Translation Center. I'm the director.
You're the director?
Gross. Andrew Gross.
Delighted. Sorry I didn't recognize you. I've only been here a very short time and haven't gotten around to meeting everyone yet. I'm Vaclav, head of the Translation Center. Please, have a seat. We're still taking our first baby steps here.
Of course.
Still grappling with some growing pains.
I understand.
It's not easy.
Naturally.
What is it you wanted to know exactly?
I'd like to know how you do the translation process. Do you do translations on a while-you-wait basis?
We translate every TDEPI text while you wait for every agency employee who's a citizen of this country and has a valid TDEPI translation permit.
You need a special permit?
Hey, Ken, I heard they're serving turkey for lunch today.
Turkey?
That's what the boys at the Secretariat said. I'll stop by and we can go together, okay?
Don't be late, Dr. Kunk. Turkey's my favorite. Where were we?
You were speaking about needing a special permit for translation.
Right. So here's how it works. We bureaucrats may use TDEPI all right, but we're not experts in the matter. We're simply not linguists. Therefore, the use and development of TDEPI can't be left to us alone. It might evolve unnaturally, and it's entirely possible that in our hands, TDEPI could turn into a normal living language. And if that happened, we'd be right back where we started. Excuse me.
Wasn't Sid just here?
I don't know. Who's that?
So, you're a stranger in town?
On the contrary, I'm the director of this agency.
Oh, you're him? Darling, you have to do something about getting us a new staff cafeteria, really. The girls have to go all the way to hell and back just for a snack. Doesn't anyone around here care about people?
And you are who?
I'm the chairperson. You can call me Tally.
Chairperson of what, if I may be so
I don't know yet. We're having a meeting about it today. How at work you wouldn't believe. You barely have time to look around yourself, and they expect you to have all their crap sorted out for them. See you later.
Do you like turkey?
Yes. You were speaking about the problems of leaving TDEPI to the bureaucrats.
Right. So that's why in every agency that's phasing into TDEPI, they provide a special TDEPI methodologist, called a TDEPist, whose job it is to monitor the proper use of TDEPI.
Hello.
Hello.
Part of the TDEPist's job description is to issue a special permit for every translation,
I have your onions, Madam Chair.
which allows us to keep track of all the translations,
Put them over there by the cupboard.
and thus create a database to generate differential statistics to help him guide the proper use of TDEPI.
So if I understand correctly, if someone wants a memo translated, they must first get a permit from an agency TDEPist.
You got it.
Who's our TDEPist here?
Where's my knife and fork? Have they been washed?
Of course. Who's the agency TDEPist?
Beg your pardon?
Who's the agency TDEPist here?
Kunk.
Ah, Kunk! I'm the director of this agency. Gross. Andrew Gross.
Sid Kunk. I'm a licensed TDEPist. It's the equivalent of a doctorate.
In that case, Dr. Kunk, I really need to speak with you.
Are we going to fight over the wishbone?
I'm sorry, Mr. Gross, but I have to go to lunch now. Wouldn't want to miss it. And I do prefer the thigh myself.
You don't happen to have a cigarette, do you?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
What are those?
Cigars.
Could I have one?
They belong to Masad. He keeps track of them. He'd be very upset.
Oh, well, in that case. Reports.
Guess who?
I beg your pardon?
You have to guess.
Take your hands off me at once.
Guess.
Mr. District Inspector?
No.
Mr. Regional Inspector?
No.
Mr. Inspector General?
No.
Gary?
No.
All right, boys.
Wrong again.
Cut the crap, Gary. This is a stupid joke.
You give up.
Yes.
Oh, you're not Sid Kunk. I'm sorry, Mr. Gross. I thought you were sick. Hasn't he shown up yet?
He's at lunch.
Oh,
What a way to behave.
for God's sake, I was just having a little fun. I'll be back in a while.
Ciao. You don't happen to have a cigarette, do you?
You already asked me that, Mr. Gross.
Oh, I forgot.
Reports.
What difference would it make to him?
Done to perfection, wasn't it?
Don't you think it was better the last time?
The meat wasn't quite moist enough. The absolute best was the time before that.
Dr. Punk,
Go and ask Mr. Holacek if he's going to lunch today. If not, have him send me his voucher.
Dr. Punk,
Not bad, eh?
very sweet.
A regular little tiger.
Dr.
Give me a break. A little tiger?
What is it?
I've heard that employees can go to you to receive the permits they need to translate their memos.
Only to those who provide me with valid documentation.
And by that you mean what documentation?
Personal documentation. Proper ID. Thank you.
Oh, could I buy one of those?
Love to, but I've only got 3 left.
Oh, well in that case, what do you need this documentation for anyway?
Not a little tiger. One hell of a big cat. You could just grab it and pussy.
What do you need this documentation for anyway?
Let me explain. The fact is that I may work in this office, but I am not a bureaucrat. I am, as you know, a scientist. In fact, I'm an entirely new breed of scientist because everything to do with Tedepi is entirely new. And then, of course, I have a number of reservations about some of the slightly bureaucratic principles of some of my bureaucratic colleagues. In fact, they're not quite reservations, they're more in the nature of objections. But objections really quite isn't the right word either. Bear with me, I'm used to speaking in Tedepi and I'm having trouble finding the right word in the natural language. Take your time. In Tedepi, we would say axijores. Sometimes my bureaucratic colleagues are just a little too Yelodkabaz Padiel, and at the same time they completely forget that Etrakajdeneg Artragagabaz.
Abdi has Bajuka Gobnib Orca?
Habeshavis, Optigaris Yo.
Miss Yo, Baruch Badodiris Yo, Kazabok, Mahog, Hashbom.
Monkey Feet Kashbam, Perdigul Axijores Badibra Hago Cabrazol. Fabridite. They think that they can just send me anyone at all, and that I can just stamp this permit and that'll be the end of it. If our statistics are to mean anything at all, they have to be based in something concrete. We have to know everything there is to know about everyone who comes into contact with study to provide us with a critical number of indicators of a sociological and psychological nature.
Wouldn't it be easier if everyone just told you exactly what you needed to know about them?
I have no guarantee it'd be truly hut-put.
I beg your pardon?
Hut-put! Accurate!
I'm sorry, but Mr. Holchik says he will definitely be going to lunch today.
Too bad.
Excuse me, but you were speaking about the failures of oral communication.
Right. And at the same time, all of this information has already been recorded far more precisely and without a subjective zexadoit. Oh, I'm sorry. A subjective point of view.
Oh no, I understand. I have my own rather hut-hut zexadoit about it.
Zexadoid tent. You've forgotten that every noun modified by the adjective hut-hut takes the suffix tent.
Or teat.
Exactly. Or teat. It's a very common mistake. Even Mr. Wasserman in one of his letters.
Excuse me, but you were speaking about the advantages of written communication.
Right. And at the same time, there are things included in this personal documentation of which the employee in question is completely unaware. Nazapam,
The pomme. You'd make favorable, ce soir.
You neck, you neck.
Oh, let me get this straight. If an employee would like his memo translated, he must first get a permit from you. But you only provide that permit if you have proper documentation. So where can an employee get this proper documentation?
Hi, guys. Guess whose birthday it is today? Tommy Todd.
Ooh, Tommy, no kidding.
They're having a get-together right next door. I heard they have lemons across the street. Bring me a dozen or so.
But what are they drinking?
Chivas.
You hear that, Ken?
You still haven't told me where I can get this proper documentation!
Right here, go to Laura, the chairperson.
What is it?
I'm leaving this with you.
Can you wait?
You're leaving me here alone?
You're not alone. There's a peephole in the water. A fish monitor watches us through it.
Why are these people?
Because if you were actually in the room, you'd be able to lose the Scottish, because that way you can only monitor one room at a time. This way, he watches 5 at once. He has a little supply closet surrounded by 5 offices, and they all have peepholes. So all he has to do is go from one peephole to the other, obviously at irregular intervals.
What an interesting idea.
Oh, isn't it? I can't do it all by myself. My point was, if there doesn't happen to be anyone in the office, the clients wouldn't have to stand their butt in the corridor all day. Even in things like that, you have to keep people's needs in mind.